I couldn't do swinging.
No.
Couldn't do it. No.
It's a bit like New Year's Eve. I think swinging parties are like New Year's Eve.
What do you mean?
Well, you go out on New Year's Eve.
I don't go swinging on New Year's Eve.
You go out on New Year's Eve and there's an expectation that you've got to have a good night because it's New Year's Eve. So swinging parties are kind of like the same thing. It's an expectation that you're going to go and have good sex with somebody, anybody.
Yeah, once you go out and you're in a really bad mood and you don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah, everybody there. And you know that everybody coming and talking to you has a certain level of expectation that you will go to sleep with them.
Or not, but I suppose they know that there's more of a green light there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're at least, by walking through the door, you're saying, oh, potentially available.
But then, you know, if you're single and you go clubbing and guys chat you up or you chat guys up, there's a much smaller potential, but there is a slight potential, you know.
There's a lot of groups that kind of like vet people.
Yeah.
So like they will say like you are not attractive enough to come to this swingers party. So there will be swingers parties that are for like elites, and they have like different levels of parties. So they have like the minger parties and like really attractive people.
So
parties.
we could then go right back to your conversation earlier about these people saying that they don't have low self-esteem, but they keep taking self-portraits of themselves. You could say to them, if you have low self-esteem, this is the way to check it out. Authentically. Join a swingers party and see if you're A, B, C, or D.
I don't know if they necessarily tell you what party you're going to.
Yeah. I'd be, you know,
I had that on
it would affect me forever if somebody said, you're only getting to a D level party.
Yeah.
But then, you know, you've got to face your stuff, haven't you? I had it to a certain extent when I was 10 years old and they wouldn't let me join the choir at school because my singing voice was so bad. I joined the non-choir. I was in the non-choir.
I was asked to be quiet in our school choir. Just mouth the words, is what they said to me.
Oh dear, I still can't sing.
I once said, she's a teacher, and she once said that she'd been given the best bit of advice ever from her teacher training person, who said it doesn't matter if you can sing or not, if you have a good voice or not, the only thing that children care about is your enthusiasm. And she can't sing, really dreadfully can't sing, and will sing with such enthusiasm that it just draws you in and you just want to join in with her because she's so excited about the singing, even though it's so dreadful.
Well, my mum must have had the same bit of advice, but they missed out the bit saying that all the children care about, because she thought it was all the whole of the public care about, is her enthusiasm, and she can't sing, and she sings at the top of her voice. And
I think it's lovely to have this thought about yourself that, you know, you're good and you can do something and
go on
everybody
then,
likes it.
What do you think that you're really good at? Go on. The confession now. That nobody's actually given you the credit for, but you know you're good at it.
No one's ever said to me you're good at this. Oh my God, that's a hard question.
That is a hard one, isn't it?
I'm far more likely to denigrate myself, and I'm far more likely to just criticise and analyse myself than
I would say ballet and dancing, which I know I'm not good at, but it's something when I do it, I feel like I'm doing it fantastically. And I feel like people are watching me and I'm going like, oh, they're going to be impressed. And then I go, what was that, Ellie?
I don't know. Well, this sounds really naff, but sometimes I think I can make gravy like nobody has ever had. It's so delicious and absolutely divine. In fact, most of my cooking I think is absolutely delicious and divine, and nobody else thinks it. I've been laughed at by my family. Everybody sort of goes, when I put something in front of them, and I know my taste buds are off, and I really like bitter food and sour food, and so what I like is obviously what nobody else likes, but I'll put food in front of people, and I think it's like liquid gold, my gravy, and actually it probably tastes like bitter brown liquid.
Does anyone ever do you have any compliments?
About my cooking? Yes, I'm not a bad cook. My roast potatoes are good. They're fluffy and crunchy and the right colour, and I can cook. But I generally cook what other people want. It's a bit like you dance for other people to look, but now and then your true genius comes through. And my true genius of cookery comes through. And Adam, my husband, is really polite, and he'll just eat what's ever put in front of him, but he certainly won't have seconds. And sometimes he says, I've had enough, actually. I ate quite a lot earlier.
And then driving up to McDonald's.
And I'll be like, what, you don't like spinach and chickpea and charred aubergine? Till it's like disintegrated.
See, I like burnt food because my mum always used to burn the food. We were the classic house where you knew dinner was cooked because the fire alarm went off.
Well, can you not? I had a couple of life models that were very, very sort of perfect, which I find quite difficult when you're drawing.
Oh no, I
Very
want
perfect.
wrinkles and
Sometimes
fat
it's
and-
quite nice,
yeah.
and they were dancers, and they used to dance, and you'd have to paint them draw them while they were dancing.
sort of sexual images
Yeah.
in your downstairs loo.